Welcome back everyone. You may have actually just purchased a PlayStation 5 and I will tell you guys there is one specific thing at least that I will tell you to definitely watch out for, and I would highly recommend you guys to not do this specific thing. Now I'll tell you what that specific thing is just placing your PlayStation 5 right on top of another console or putting it in a very tight space where for some reason it just doesn't have enough room to breathe in. Now I've seen this time and time again. I used to do it with my own consoles, and the problem that this ends up happening and what happens over time is basically the PlayStation 5's fans that are pretty much circulating around the whole entire console sometimes don't have enough room to breathe. Now what happens in this specific case? Well, the PlayStation 5 will actually end up exerting more power and more effort to actually go and still, take out the same exact air, but it just has to ramp up those fans even more to get more air in and eventually decrease the amount of hot air and keep that air flowing within the console. So what it does is it takes out all that hot air within it and moves it out and puts in cold air that's already in the room. Now what happens in this case is that if you put your console in a super tight environment, what ends up happening is that those fans ramp up more and more so much faster over time, and this can cause massive damage to your console. The very first thing is that those fans have a higher chance of, having problems since they're always being ramped up more and more often. Now the other problem that this ends up happening, and what ends up happening more so than not, is that your console ends up overheating. Now I've seen this with the PlayStation 4 with many other consoles, that these consoles will actually end up having issues when they're overheating. Internally, there can be a lot of issues that can arise with that, but on top of that, there can be a lot of other problems that arise too, and I've seen it time and time again, like I stated before, with a lot of other consoles, not only just Sony's, but with Microsoft and even Nintendo Switches, even with our iPhones. If they get too hot, they can have problems, even with Androids. So if you put your PlayStation 5 in a super tight environment, meaning that there's not a lot of space up top, not a lot of space at the bottom, and there's just very little wiggle room, you don't have proper airflow, this can cause massive problems to your console, and you just spent all that time and money into getting your PlayStation 5, and you don't want there to be some dumb issue with it like this. So there's a lot of other things to watch out for too, but just allowing your PlayStation 5 to have the proper workflow and have the proper air cooling with it, specifically with the airflow around your console, then you're going to be in a better situation if you allow and increase the PlayStation 5's, airflow around the console to make sure that there's enough airflow going into it, basically enough cold air going in and all that hot air going out. So if you have your PlayStation 5 stacked up next to other consoles or there's no room around the console, I'll definitely tell you, move your console away from that and put it in a super open environment, as open as you can make it, and make sure there's proper airflow from the front to the back on it, to be honest. So that's really pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my other channels. More importantly, everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.